Hey, good morning, everyone. Now, today I'm talking about voodoo because I have an interesting theory. It revolves around Princess and the Frog, the animated movie that was made a few years ago. I really like it. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend you watch it. Really good movie. It's one of those, oh, it's a Disney, no, princess type movie, but it's so much better than what you might originally think. Because it's got a lot of character development, a lot of interesting characters. One pretty interesting. The main antagonist. Dr. Facilier, or the Shadow Man, as he's also been called. So, why exactly am I talking about? Voodoo. Well, I'm glad you asked that. For anyone who's wondering, if you read the title for After I Make It, then it might be obvious. But if you didn't get what I meant, because I always make the titles after I make the video. Because there might be a better title, or I don't think of it till later, but whatever. However, whichever. So, for those of you whom have seen it, if you haven't, I'm not sure why you're watching this, because this is about a movie, and if you haven't seen the movie, now if you just want to hear a review of the movie, then there's plenty of reviews I could give. No, oh, I'm not gonna do a review of that movie. I mean, I like the movie, but I think since I've seen it so many times, it's not like, oh no, I have so many. Oh, it's so cool. No, this is new. Type of thing. Better if, for someone who has just watched it recently. Somewhere recently, if it was like a while ago, but whatever. Whatever, Harry. So, Dr. Facilier, he has actively used outside forces for his magic, and I'm not gonna have, I'm not gonna be holding this up the entire time because I don't feel like it. All right, yeah. So, like he uses cards. He uses the voodoo magic from his friends. You know, from his friends on the other side regarding like demons and voodoo spirits, however you want to call them. However, whichever. You have a different thing you call them. Dark spirits, voodoo ghosts, voodoo spooks. Yeah, spooky shadows, I guess. Yeah, shadowy figures, which is kind of interesting because he's the Shadow Man. And it's just a side note. I think the fact that he has a voodoo shadow like Peter Pan, that's really useful because hey, there's things he can't do that a lot of things that would be helpful, like the shadow has tripped Lawrence and such and kicked him. The shadow can interact with other people's shadows and other things. Yeah, and kind of like the shadow in Peter Pan, but that's a topic for a different video. So, and then there is Mama Odie. No, what voodoo like them kind Mama Odie do? Mama Odie? Oh yeah, she's the voodoo queen of the bayou. She got spells, magic, all kinds of voodoo. And no, we see right away she can use magic. No, no, it might be the no the big stick she was carrying. I don't think so. It's probably like a wand type thing where, oh, you use that to direct the magic, because she seemed pretty apt and she didn't use powders cards. She just used the sticks. So I think it's like a wizard thing with the staff, wand, etc. But Dr. Facilier, however, he actually needs to use outside forces. Now, I have a theory for why that is. And I know this is several minutes in, but I needed to kind of set the groundwork for my theory. So, my theory is whatever gender you are will dictate the kind of voodoo you can use. So, as I said with Mama Odie, she's easily capable of using voodoo. And Dr. Fazilier, like I previously said, that he has to use outside forces like his friends on the other side, and any magical items that he has acquired through, his friends, or just maybe from his mother, because I'm a royal myself on my mother's side, you know. Yeah, so I think for for women, at least in that universe, I think no women, like voodoo women, I think they're able to use voodoo magic regularly without any outside forces. Like they can use outside forces, but they don't have to, unless maybe there's specific things they need to use, like maybe things to help them, like the stick or whatever. But I only see like really there's only one bonus I think for Dr. Facilier's use of voodoo, and that's the shadow, which is really useful. It's probably all he has, I think. And he even says, when Lauren says, "You were," no, like I'll use my necklace as an example, and no, Lawrence was like, "You wear this ghastly thing." What? I can't with that. No, frantically goes to catch it. If anything happens to this, I'm gonna. That like realizes that Lawrence doesn't get his situation. So it's like, fun fact about Voodoo Larry. Can't conjure a thing for myself. Yeah, so he's able to use voodoo magic by, friends on the other side and other magic he has acquired from the friends previously. Like they've given him other things and he has access to them. Like like Batman, for example. Yeah. So like Batman would be, you know, a voodoo witch doctor, so to speak, because he doesn't have any actual powers normally. So I think if you're a male, you have to use outside forces, at least in that universe, and Princess of the Frog world, because he hasn't shown to really have any kind of magical abilities outside of no that powder that he used, and he's like, no puff of smoke, and then magic happens. Like with the guy with the hair, but then got all hairy, and then with when he tricked Tiana, showed her that illusion. Oh, just a side note for whomever remembers when like later on, Dr. Facilier, he's really worried about what's gonna happen. At some point, he's trembling, like he knows what's gonna happen because like he's one of them in a way. So it's like the shadow is almost a version of the voodoo spirits, but he was created instead of existing. Like he walks on his own and such, but like he's a product of that. Maybe by genetics, like just no, maybe that was from birth. Like Dr. Facilier always had the shadow. That's probably what it was. It's probably, or maybe it's something that he can access. But if you're in, but no, the downside to him being a voodoo witch doctor, he's in a no, can't conjure a thing for myself. So that's really no one of the good things. I know, like he is blood of a voodoo, person, but he can't use voodoo for himself, unfortunately, because I've only seen him use no, okay, now that I think about it, there was that scene, but where after Tiana was about to toss it, but then the shadow's like and then it's like now that could be like no, that could be signs that he is capable of using magic, but for everything he does, it seems like he almost always uses outside forces. So maybe that's like a simple thing that any voodoo, person can do. And and maybe that's like since he used it, he can undo it. Because it was some kind of illusion that he could have made a reality. Well, if he did, I'm not sure. I'm not. Well, no. I guess if he would have kept his end of the deal, I'm not sure. Very well, likely not. But I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not certain. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. So I mean, that's all I got for this video. So if you have any opinions, please comment. If you have any requests for any other, Disney theories, please leave a comment, down below. Please like and subscribe if you felt that, you enjoy the content and such. So, until next time, super. Take care. Yeah, super. Take care now. Bye bye then.